It's your boy Fru from the African Hip Hop Blog, and I'm here with Gigi LaMayne.
How you doing?
Out in Bromfontein.
Yes.
How you doing, Gigi?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, good. We got you at a very good time. Very good time.
Who, me?
Things are popping off on Twitter.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
You see you calling in, starting beefs on radio.
No,
What's going
I
on?
wasn't starting no beefs on radio. I was just protecting my craft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah, break down the story. What happened?
So basically, I had apparently stolen somebody's song. And I mean, the viewers judged, the presenters judged. It was just a little. I would say it was an opportunity for someone who had something similar, but it didn't pop off at the right time. And yeah, so no, definitely. It was just, I'd like to believe that, like he said, it was a mistake. And we'll leave it there, man. Like, it's about Gigi LaMayne today. Let's not put on other people now. It's about
No, we're talking about what's going on in your life.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
obviously,
no.
this is centered around your new single.
Yeah.
Jungle Fever.
Yeah,
so tell us
Jungle
about this
Fever.
single. What's going on there?
Jungle Fever was produced by the Mix Masters. Shout out to Shazar. And what's really interesting about it is we got a whole lot of live elements from in and around Zim. Because I just felt like with me having roots in Zim, it would be nice for me to really reflect the kind of sound that could come out of it. So with it being a sophomore single, we wanted it to be more dance-like, but I still go in. I was trying to do a bit of a Kendrick where I'm still rapping hard, but people can play it in the club, you know. So I mean, that's what Jungle Fever is about. It's everybody knows Jungle Fever was a movie, I think in the 80s, about interracial dating. But I sort
and
of like
crack, a lot of crack.
Okay, no, but interracial dating. That's where I took it from. And I mean, I just wanted people who were ignorant and who weren't African to know about Africa and its sound and how we do things around here, because I honestly felt like we have been inheriting stuff from other people, and it's all good and proper. I mean, hip hop and where that's from, but it would be nice for us to have something that's called African hip hop, and that's what Jungle Fever is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the second single of the upcoming album?
That's the second single of the upcoming album, and trust, is like twice as nice. It's sweeter than ice cream. Like it's there, man. Like this time we're having ice cream in the jungle, and it's crazy, and we're already thinking about the video, and Dream Team's doing really well with pushing it, and I'm excited about this one.
Okay. Well, you hinted on your Zim heritage. What connection do you have to Zim?
Okay, so my mom is Ndebele, so that's basically like Zulu, except they migrated a whole long time ago to Zim. So I've got family in Zim. My dad is originally from here, from the Western Cape. He's colored, he's Cape Townian, and that was basically the link with that, you know. So I've got a whole lot of family out in Zim supporting me, you know, pushing me, and I mean, I feel like I'm a child of the diaspora, so I had to showcase how cool it is to be a hybrid, be both South African, born South African, but have the heritage out there. And I think there are a lot of artists who are doing that. I mean, Tinashe, for example, she's Tinashe, she's pushing that, and
it's more of a stretch, though.
That's more of a stretch. But I mean, it's good to reflect on where you're from, because I feel like to a certain extent we're scared. We want to fit in with everyone else, and that's what makes me different. The fact that I'm a hybrid.
So do you think the fact that you have roots in different countries, has that helped or hindered your career?
No, it's definitely helped. I mean, I feel like our household has always been like culturally rich. Like I can research far much more than somebody who was just brought up in Joburg, because I can go to the rural areas in Zim and learn about new things and find other things that are really cool to rap about. So it's definitely expanded my horizon as an artist. I mean, even the instruments and stuff, I'm really interested in a lot of stuff like the marimba and, you know, stuff like that. So no, definitely, if anything, it's widened my perspective as an artist.
All right. So let's pick up on your career. When did you fall in love with hip hop or decide you wanted to be a rapper?
I don't know if I fell in love or if it was indoctrinated to me, but I did have older siblings who were listening to a whole lot of hip hop at the time. I remember there was the Brats, there was Lauryn Hill. My mom's a fan of the Fugees and Salt and Pepper. Yeah, it's like really bad. And my dad was more of the Bob Marley type, UB40. But hip hop was definitely a culture at home. You know, it was something that, I mean, I couldn't sing, but for some reason I really liked the storytelling. I was really fascinated with people in the industry and how they would pull off their videos, how they would pull off their looks even. I mean, I was so infatuated with the Brats, you know. So no, hip hop has always been in the house, and it was easy for me to fall in love with it because I could relate to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was 16, but I started off with poetry when I was about 11. So that is about 13 years ago. Yeah, so I've been kind of like, and I mean, coming from a poetic sense, you always feel like you have to have a story behind everything you say. So I just feel like that just gives it twice the push for me. I mean, I had my first poem published when I was 11 at the Poetry Institutes of Africa. And from there, my mom was like, yo, why didn't you try that salt and pepper stuff where you talk over the music? And yeah, then I started talking over that, and I found that much cooler. I found myself dancing on stage, you know, as opposed to like just standing there and like talking, you know. So yeah, that was when hip hop started for me.
Okay. So what was the first song you wrote?
First song I wrote was Aftershock. I still remember that because somebody sent me the link a few weeks ago. Aftershock was recorded in some dingy studio in Joburg, and my mom paid for my first recording session. And it was over a Pro Bangers beat. I remember that, and it was like, it was really cool. It was a cool time in my life, and I think that solidified my career path for my mother more than it did for me, because she believed in it more than I did. I mean, I was in school, I was 16, it was really cool, but she felt that I'd be really good at it. So, I mean, that's where it all started.
All right. Do you remember any of the bars from that song?
I don't remember. Nostradamus predicting I'm the illest. I go hard, die hard, idealist. Keys to the game, I'm the locksmith. Oh, flip. No, I forgot, but it was really cool. Like, yeah, no, it was really cool.
I see you're trying.
It was really cool. I mean, that's when I met up with Munya Chaneza, who's one of my biggest homies in the industry, and he believed and he started pushing me where he could, and things ended well.
So what help did Munya give in your career?
I think Munya was the person who sort of like would navigate stuff for me. So if I needed to know how to submit to radio, if I wanted to know more about Samro music rights, if I wanted to know about how to get my gigs, how to set up stuff online, Munya was the guy who I'd go to. And also like if I was just having like a really tough time and I needed somebody to talk to. So he was definitely like the brother figure in all of it. And I mean, while I went my own way, and he had also been busy with a whole lot of business ventures, and it's nice that now we meet up, and it's a different story, you know, because I think he was definitely one of the people who was vouching for me the most. So yeah, no, that's my relationship with Munya.
Okay, all right. So you've got an interesting trajectory. I think the first time I'd heard of you a couple of times, but the first time you really blew me away was that No Sleep remix.
Yes.
So, like, how did you link up with Nida for that track?
With Nida. Okay, so I met Nida through Sheza of the Mix Masters, and she had also been rapping, and she was trying to put together a project where there were a whole lot of female rappers from across Africa who were going to rap over No Sleep, because No Sleep was, like, big at the time, you know? And, I mean, I'm a very hungry artist. Anybody knows that about me, you know, just trying to get my stuff out there. And we linked up. I was representing South Africa with Devour, and, man, we slayed the beats, and the feedback was amazing. The feedback was amazing, and I think it was definitely one of those pushes in my career where it was like, okay, you know what? People think you good, and you've always felt that you were good. Now it's time to put out the solo work, you know, collaborate with more people. And I'm glad that was a remix that came out where there were female artists, you know. Wasn't anybody trying to prove a point except for the fact that I am female, but I can still rap. So that's how I met Nida, and that's how we got together to do the No Sleep remix. And funny enough, I think Reason heard it this year only.
Really?
So that's funny. Yeah, he heard it this year, and he was like, what? If I had known, we would have put out a... Yeah, but it's a story for another day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you link up with Sheza?
Oh, yo, Sheza and I met about 6 years ago. And I was... One of his artists that he was working with at the time wanted to feature me on a song. And... I mean, she featured me on the song. It was a huge song. It was really good. But unfortunately, their relationship sort of like, and she went her own way. And luckily, Sheza and I had kept in contact. So I had been struggling to get studio time, you know, people to take you seriously and stuff. And I definitely needed somebody who understood my vision as an artist, you know, that fine, you know what, I am younger, but this is what I'm trying to do for the industry. And Shazer was that person who was like, you know what, let's do this. You know, so he'd come down to South Africa, we would record together, he would do everything here. I mean, he's responsible for both of the mixtapes, which won awards at the SA Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
He was the executive producer, and he's still probably going to be producing a lot of my singles, you know, until Gigi LaMayne calls it quits. So yeah, he's definitely the most pivotal person in my career right now.
Okay. So with this upcoming, it's going to be an album. It's going to be a mixtape.
It's probably going to be an album.
All right.
Yeah, no, the album is coming. You know, I just feel like I need to pull something off that will be a blueprint for female rap in the country.
Okay.
So there's no point in me putting out something where 600 people are going to buy it. You know, I feel like there are a whole lot of people who haven't heard about Gigi LaMayne, who need to hear about her, you know, and I feel like the singles are going to do that for me. A lot of amazing collaborations that are coming up with some amazing artists are going to do that for me. So right now, really, for me, it's about the hype. It's about pushing my name. It's about getting people to know about me before I feel ready enough to drop an album for the people who've supported me from day one. So yeah, no, the album is coming, but for now, I just want people to enjoy what we're going to do with the industry.
All right. So besides Shazer, are you working with anyone else?
In terms of production or
Production or
just
collabs?
everything, collaboration. Yo, there's some amazing. I mean, people can follow me on Instagram to find out. I usually like put sneak peeks up and stuff, but the two that I'm ready to announce probably are going to be Proverb and Witness the Funk. Witness the Funk did No Musa and Wang Niga. Proverb's one's going to be amazing because that's never been done before. I can guarantee that. Yeah, and a few prominent DJs as well. So finally we've gotten that breakthrough and we're going to use it well. But I'm definitely looking forward to those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We look forward to it, and we'll probably catch up with you a little later.
Yes, please
on the next single.
do.
See how far you've come.
Yeah, no. And thank you so much to everybody who tunes into the African Hip Hop blog, who supports me. I mean, this is where my career started. Anybody knows that. That's where people really this was the gateway to people in and around the world finding out about me. So thank you as well. Finally, I get an interview from you guys. Finally, I am
you
worthy.
make it sound like we've been avoiding your calls. Like, no.
Wow. Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you so much.
All right. No, we appreciate it. And all the best.
Thank you.
We'll catch you soon. All right.